Well, after 2 years of living in an off-grid camper, don't get excited, I'm not moving out quite yet, but after 2 years of living in an off-grid camper and having to take showers out of a bucket, military showers they're called, I am finally getting a bathhouse built before winter. Now, one of the reasons why we haven't done it before is because when we first moved in the camper, we didn't live on our property. It took about a year to finally move onto our property, and then it's been about another year sitting here, taking care of stuff, saving up money, paying off debt, all of that stuff. So now we are going to try to get it built. The reason it's truly turning into a necessity is because every winter our gray water pipes freeze in the camper, which means we will be showering and then the gray water will back up and then we can't shower in that tub anymore. So what we've had to do is take showers or baths inside of storage totes in the kitchen. And while technically we will survive if we continue to do that, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to take a bath in the winter in my kitchen in a storage tote. You know, maybe I'm spoiled. But I am going to finally get a bathhouse at least mostly built. It will have a pier and beam foundation. We want to make a really, really thick envelope, just meaning we want the walls to be super thick to help to keep it insulated, so there really won't be much need for heating or cooling. And it's going to be great, whatever it is, because already it's going to be better than what I've got. So I am thrilled for it. This is the spot it's going to go in. That, what is that called? That foundation, that metal frame foundation there is going to be, we're thinking actually for a shed. So we're going to move that out of the way. And this is the spot right next to a very noisy generator. The generator won't be there when we build the bathhouse. But this is the spot we're going to put the bathhouse. It's going to be 16 feet by 16 feet, and I'm gonna actually show you a little bit of floor plan of what I'm thinking. It's gonna be versatile, so one side is gonna be a bathroom and the other side is gonna be for storage, so we don't have to store stuff under our camper anymore and look all trashy. And then eventually we're gonna try to turn it into some kind of a guest quarters and / man cave, because my husband really needs to have his alone time, which I don't blame him. So he is looking forward to that. We still aren't sure exactly what we want to have the siding be. I think that in our very moist, humid climate, I think the best idea really would be metal, but we're really gonna have to go with whatever is the most economical and durable at the same time. So we're gonna try to find that sweet spot between not being too cheap, but also we can't just go for the most expensive and the best of the best. So that's just not realistic for us. But I'm thinking metal. If you have opinions, you feel free to share them below, because I know other people have built things and have, you know, tried things out, and maybe you have some wisdom to share with me, so I would gladly take it. Now, another reason why we really are wanting to get this bathhouse put up is in order to put our solar panels on it. And we have 24 solar panels, so they won't all fit on the roof of that. It's gonna be a lean-to style. The roof is going to slope toward the south. It's going to be south-facing, and the roof is gonna be slanting toward you when you walk in, if you can picture that. And we're probably gonna try to squeeze in 8 panels on it. Not really sure how many will fit. That's going to save us on gasoline in the summer, especially because we use the gas generator that you could hear in the background in order to run the air conditioning. So that's gonna save us a whole bunch of money. And we already have the solar panels. We would need to have a bigger battery bank and inverter setup, so we still need to figure that out. But it's gonna happen. I will be sharing it with you as we build it. And yeah, so let's check out the floor plan. Like I said before, it's going to be 16 by 16. Well, we're thinking so far. Nothing is set in stone yet. You can see this up here is the north, so the south is down here. It's going to be south facing. What I did was I tried to make a floor plan to scale, and so every ½ inch equals 1 foot. So this up here is 8 inches long by 8 inches, so 16 by 16 foot. This right here is a shower. It's a 4 foot by 4 foot, and on the back of all these I have the measurements written out. So a shower goes here, a sink will go about there, approximately about a foot between each one, and then the toilet and the washing machine right there. I have 3 foot windows in the front. I haven't put windows on the rest of it yet, just because we're not really sure what we're gonna do for floor plan, and what the floor plan is going to determine the windows, but it's gonna have other windows. Now you're looking at these walls and I'm sure you're thinking like, man, that looks thick. And yes, we want to actually do 1 foot thick walls. I don't know if you've ever heard of a passive house, but we're going kind of inspired by passive houses. It's not gonna be a complete passive house, but that's what we're gonna aim for. And then this little dotted line here is my windowsill, so that I can put plants there and maybe start some seeds inside in the winter time. You know, just gonna give me more options to put life in the windows. Now, I don't know if the door goes on the outside of the wall or the inside of the wall, but I actually like the idea of it being on the inside of the wall, you know, swinging in, of course, so that there's like this little entryway. On the inside, there are going to be some walls, and this right here is a pocket door, so that it saves on space. So we'll be able to use the restroom, leave this door unlocked, and if one of our kids barges in, then we'll have the privacy of this door sliding closed. Now the other half, if you have opinions, absolutely share them, but I'm thinking after we get done building a house and we put all of the storage stuff into the house, we'll eventually turn this into a guest quarters. But that's gonna be a pull-out couch, or it's gonna be a futon with a queen size mattress. We do need a deep freezer, so the deep freezer is gonna go somewhere in there. This is a standard size deep freezer, somewhere in there. And we do have a, yes, this is to scale, this is our wood stove. We have a teeny tiny wood stove, and that would either go in there, or we wouldn't have a wood stove at all, and instead do a mini split unit is what it's called. So this is the area I'm open to suggestions on layout. We can play around with it. That could go there, that could go there. It could also fit a queen size mattress. So this is a queen size blow up mattress. We could fit 2 actually. If one went there, if we didn't have the deep freezer, one went there and one went there, kind of like a hotel room. You have a queen size there, a queen size somewhere around here, and that would give you enough floor space to walk around. So that is what I'm thinking of. It is also going to be off-grid, and so the solar panels on the lean-to roof are going to be the power supply for not only the bathroom, the bathhouse, but also for our camper. We will do rainwater catchment on it, but before we get that set up, we're probably going to continue to do our current system, which is using our water totes and just pumping it in. And I'm hoping to have hot running water in here with a propane water heater. So that will be interesting. We'll see how that all happens. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of so far. So that's the project we're going to be working on. We're going to be clearing that area that I just showed you soon, and trying to get the holes dug for the piers and just get it started.